All right. Oh, you can't see the mountains behind me. What's up with that? Wow. Okay. Interesting. Well, there are some really nice mountains behind me. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Las Vegas Real Estate Vault. I am your hostess, Rachelle Van Duser, your techie Las Vegas real estate transaction coordinator. So, today's one is going to be the $50,000 email mistake that you $50,000. What would happen if you made a $50,000 email mistake? That would not be good, right? So, I'm actually coming at you from Pahrump, Nevada today, which is a growing city. A lot of people from Las Vegas are moving out here, or people from other places are moving out here because you can get more land, no HOAs, that type of thing. So, thought I'd do something a little different. So, I'm coming at you live from Pahrump, and I'm going to be talking to you about the $50,000 mistake that you might make as an agent. And the reason I want to talk about this is because it has to do with communication as agents. And if you're on a team, whether it's yourself or your transaction coordinator or one of your team members, you want to make sure that you are communicating properly. And in this case, I'm specifically talking about emails. Why are emails so important, especially at a transaction? Because one careless email could cost you that commission, not because the deal fell apart, but because you said too much to the wrong person. What does this mean? Okay. In real estate, communication isn't just being polite, it's being strategic. So I want to talk about why a lot of people do shortcuts. And I know you're trying to save time. Your transaction coordinator may be trying to save time. Your assistant may be time. You may be trying to save time. But when you blast everyone on one email during escrow, especially in the beginning, or actually anytime during the process, but yeah, in the beginning especially, that is one of the most expensive habits that you can make as an agent or a transaction coordinator. So let me give you an example. What most agents do and what most TCs do, and this just actually happened the other day. This is why I wanted to bring this up today. You send out an email and it's CC'd to the co-op agent, the buyer, the seller, the lender, the escrow company, and the co-op agent, all in one thread with all the information. That sounds wonderful because everybody's getting all the information. No, it's faster, but it is not better. The problem with that is it's not smarter and it can cost you a lot of money. A person in a transaction has different information that they need. So not everyone should be seeing everything that everyone else is seeing. And it's the same with my text threads. In the text threads, I always have a separate text thread for the buyer or seller, whichever one that we're representing, and then my client. So we've got a text thread with me, my client, who's the realtor that I'm working for, and then the buyer or seller. So we can keep everyone in the loop, and and the seller or buyer knows a separate text thread that has the co-op agent on it for questions that have to do with that, because we don't want the co-op agent knowing every single thing that's going on. So that is the same with the email. Every person in the transaction has a different role to play, and you need to make sure that certain people are in negotiations. Everything's great. Somebody hits reply all to that original email. So now may give some credits. Is there property condition issues? What's going on? Is going to be thinking. So the lender is going to reassess the risk. The under flags might go up on there and stuff, and then there could be deal delays. Worst case, the loan gets denied and your commission is gone. That could be your $50,000 email mistake, just because you saved a little time and CC'd everybody on that email. Lenders especially do not need to be privy to every single thing that's going on. So unless it directly affects the loan structure, then you can communicate. So on this, communication should be intentional, not emotional. You've got to think before you send certain things out. So position yourself and make sure that you different way. So you definitely need separate communication threads. That I do it and the way that I would suggest that you do it as an agent, have your admin or your TC do it, is first you have an email thread that goes to the co-op agent with everything, what the expectations is going on. And you should have a template set up already so that you don't have to redo this every time. So you're just refilling in information, but the basics of the thread is the same. So first, a separate email that goes to the lender, a separate email to the co-op agent, and then everything's documented, everything's organized, and then you can go off of those email threads for each individual person to keep track of what's going on. So remember, a transaction coordinator isn't someone who just uploads paperwork. Maybe that's all they do, but a good one should protect, protect the integrity of the deal, because you're not just administrative support, you should be risk management also. That's why having a license or at the very least being in the industry for a certain amount of years is really going to help you understand. Or even if you're doing it yourself, you need to understand the benefits to doing this. Excuse me, let me have, it's a little chilly out here this morning. Okay. So you're going to have fewer misunderstandings this way. You're going to have cleaner compliance records. If something ever does happen, it's easier to go find, okay, this is where we were talking to the lender. This is where we were talking to the escrow company, blah, blah, blah. You're going to have reduced liability, less emotional escalation, stronger professional reputation. That's huge because things are going to run smoother and it just makes things a lot better. So your professional reputation is going to be there. And then if you're a high producer, you're going to be operating much more efficiently and precise, and people are going to really, really like that. So it's huge. You've got to have those processes in place, and you've got to know how to keep certain things from certain people. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. You're not doing anything illegal. It's on, what is that saying that people say, you're on a need to know basis? Not everyone needs to know everything. This is very important in a transaction and something that I think a lot of people don't understand. You're trying to save time. Time is money. I get it. But that time is money saying can also work against you and cost you money versus saving you money. So just remember that. You've got to use the time wisely and efficiently so that it works out. So remember, if you're putting everyone on every email to save time, you could be risking thousands of dollars just to save 5 minutes. Let that sink in. If you're putting everyone on every email to save time, you're risking thousands of dollars to save 5 minutes. So if you want transactions to run clean and protected, that's exactly what I do. I have my plans in place. I have templates for each email. Escrow gets one, the lender gets one, and each one of those emails has information that's needed. So for instance, to the client, they're going to have the deadlines when when their earnest money deposit's supposed to be in, and know everything, the process is going on. I let them know they're going to be receiving an email with their disclosures to sign, so they know all the next steps. Then they're going to be on a text thread, and on that text thread, it's going to be reaffirming everything they need to sign and authenticate, when they need to sign this, when they need to do this. So everybody's on the same page and it's organized, and things won't be falling through the cracks that way. I also like to let you know to please direct message me if you have a subject that you would like me to discuss. I am more than happy to get on and discuss things and kind of give my points of view from what I've seen over the last 25 years in the real estate industry. It's something I'm very passionate about and I love doing, and I love giving tips and tricks on how to as an agent, and also tips and tricks that maybe you can give to your current transaction coordinator who you really is doing a great job, but maybe just can do a little bit better. So that way you can keep them and just, give them. I'm hoping other TCs too maybe can watch this and pick up some tips and tricks. and use this. I don't see other people in my industry as competition. I see them as comrades and protect our clients. I mean, that's really what we're supposed to do, is protect you, client. So once again, in real estate, don't try to shortcut with communication. Communication, communication, communication. That's all I'm going to say. You've got to just make sure your client knows what's going on, and don't shortcut. It could cost you a lot of money in the long run. So remember to like on Instagram, subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. I want to be able to go live with my phone so that I can do more and be in different locations. I can't do that till I get to 50 subscribers on YouTube, so please subscribe and let me know. Like I said, if you want me to talk about a certain subject, I would love to let me know, because I would love to discuss that. And even in the chat, you can get into the chat, live chat, ask questions, let me know, and I will answer right back at you. Thank you so much for joining me today out here in Pahrump. And remember, and I am your Techie Transaction Coordinator, Rachelle Van Duser, and I look forward to seeing you next week at the same time, 10:30 on Tuesdays, every Tuesday. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. See ya. Don't send out too many emails.